Da 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 da. That's the intro now. We're writing a new intro. What's up? I'm here with Micheal Alberto and Milky Water co-hosting it. What's up, guys?
What's up?
So
How are you doing on this fine evening?
I'm doing great. I'm eating a piece of bread. I just had some tea. What about you?
I'm kind of hungry, stressed, and I'm just chilling. I'm running around the Minecraft Bed Wars lobby.
Nice, nice. You a big fan of Minecraft?
I am. I don't actually play it that much. I just whenever I get into Discord calls, I just run around circles in the lobby while I talk. It's kind of autistic, but I do it. So
Yeah, I was gonna say you have like ADHD or something.
crazy.
no, I don't have ADHD. No.
Crazy.
Yeah, what's up? Oh yeah, also we have Milky Water here. Hi.
Oh yeah, I'm Milky Water. I'll be back in a couple minutes, okay?
Okay.
Sorry. What the hell?
Great
He
start.
gets nervous around people. Don't worry about that.
That's alright. That's alright. I do too.
So yeah, how you said like you're stressed? What's up? What's up? Tell me about your problems.
I've been trying to buy cryptocurrency, and there's this one coin I want to buy, but like the one website, which is the main website you do it through, wants like too much personal information that I'm giving, because like the point of crypto.
I had that
it's
same
kinda, like,
problem too.
anonymous.
Are you using PancakeSwap or MetaMask or what?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to use.
PancakeSwap, yeah. I tried to buy like Sia coin. No, I forgot what coin it is. I think I left the Telegram chat for it. But I was trying to buy like some shitty coin off of it. And I ended up giving up because it took way too long.
Yeah, I was talking to people in the Discord. They said there's one more workaround I could try, which I'll probably do later tonight or tomorrow.
If they wanted cryptocurrency to actually blow up, they would make it like retard accessible. But I can't figure it out.
But I don't know I think they probably just want personal info so they can just sell it.
Even with Monero XMR, it's really difficult to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I've used Coinbase in the past. I know like that's like probably like the worst way to buy it according to like hardcore crypto people, but
Coinbase sucks.
it worked. It's easy. I got my crypto. I made money off of it before, so it's just like whatever.
What coins did you buy?
I bought Bitcoin. I bought it, forgot about it, and then I checked like a month later, and I made like 10, 20 bucks. So then I just sold it, and I bought ramen with it.
Nice. I bought
Yeah.
an amount of Bitcoin like a year ago now, and I haven't logged back into the account, and I'm planning on not logging back for like 10 years. Just to see how much I make off of that.
An interesting way of doing it. But I wouldn't maybe wait 10 years. I've seen like,
Well, like, until I need money.
yeah, because crypto is like crashing right now. I think it's something like China. It'll go back up. It's just
Every single time,
Yeah.
every single time it crashes because China like bans cryptocurrency. China like quote unquote banned it like 10 times already. I don't know how people are still falling for
It's
it.
just, I think with Bitcoin, what happens is you get like all these like people who like know nothing about it, who like go on Coinbase, and like, oh, this will make my get rich quick thing, and then they get scammed or they get fear mongered into dumping it or whatever. It's just, you just need common sense. You just need to like slightly pay attention to how it works for like a period of a few months, and then it's like you're kind of like, you can like do good with it and not get fucked in the ass and maybe make some money.
Oh yeah, for the longest time I wanted to become like one of those people that just kind of flip coins and just make money buying low, selling high. But I kind of got distracted and forgot about it.
Yeah, you just gotta just put a little money aside. So I save up a little bit. I wouldn't like spend a lot of money. This is like the biggest investment I've ever done with it, and it was only like under $100. So if like I lose it,
Nice.
it sucks, but it's just like whatever. If I make money, it's like, oh, that's good. And you just get more and more better and better out of it, then you can do more and more money. But I'm assuming you don't want to talk about crypto. We can keep going there for a little bit.
No, crypto's like one last
Yeah.
thing. I was gonna buy Dogecoin, like before it blew up, like a few months, and then I thought, no, it's a shitty meme coin. Why would I actually buy Dogecoin? So I put $200 into XMR, which didn't move out. I was gonna put 100 into Doge, 100 into XMR. XMR hasn't moved. Doge like
Exploded.
skyrocketed.
Yeah. This still pisses me off. When I was underage and I couldn't like, buy stuff like that, It was when Nike did the Colin
Yeah.
Kaepernick ad. I think this was like 2018, 2019. I'm like, Dad, fucking buy a bunch of stock into Nike right now. It'll go back up eventually. And he was like acting like I was like the dumbest person ever for thinking it, and it like skyrocketed. I think like a month later or whatever. We could have made probably hundreds of dollars if he just.
I got into a rabbit hole like in 2016, and I really wanted to buy Bitcoin, and I couldn't.
Yeah, that's the same. When I learned about Bitcoin, it was only like 2,000 for an entire coin. I was thinking, man, if only I had like
Yeah.
money back then, I could have, or like I was just like of age, I could have just like bought it, and fucking like held on to it for like a year or two, and it would have been worth like that 2,000 would have became like 40,000. It is what it is.
Enough about crypto. I don't think all of our viewers are Russian.
Everybody invest in cat girl coin. Only after I buy it though. I'm starting a pump and dump scheme.
Cat girl coin?
Yeah, that was the cryptocurrency I'm trying to buy is cat girl coin because it's going up right now, and I think I can make some money off of it.
What is the purpose of cat girl coin? What's its thing?
I don't know. It's just a meme coin, and they have like it's been going up. They're dropping NFTs relating to it. I think they're gonna start letting people mine it soon. I think it has like a hyped community right now, so I think people will push it up, and then you just gotta dump it at the right time and profit.
Imagine how much profit people who make all these shitty meme coins make.
Make probably millions. Like Stone Toss, if like he sells
Yeah.
all 5,000 of those $400 NFTs, he's gonna be making $2 million.
Weren't they $300?
They're at 400. I think he raised it. That's why I don't think it's gonna last. Because if you think about it, it's a limited audience. There's a large quantity of them. Well, compared to how many like people will probably buy them, it costs only 400. I think if it was maybe like 1,000 for 400, it'd be worth it. But I think they'll all probably end up selling for below mint price. But I could be totally wrong. He quote tweeted me. He's trying to hype me up now to buy it. He quote tweeted my tweet. I was talking to some like e-girl mutual about how I was gonna buy it, and she was like shitting on me. But then I ratioed her because of his quote tweet. So guess who's laughing now?
Didn't Stone Toss start out like making fun of those, let's just say, greedy little money people? And now like he's one of them trying to make money off of like pictures.
Money.
I mean, I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing.
I mean, everybody I think has a price for most things. I mean,
Yeah.
like, sure, yeah. I mean, like being like anti like porn or whatever is great and all, but like if like you were to make like 1 million in like a month just selling feet pictures, I think anybody would do it. You'd be stupid to not do that.
No, I honestly don't think I would.
You wouldn't sell pictures of your feet to make like 1 million in a month just because you have like morals.
Well, 1 million a month, that's how much a day? That's only like 50,000 a day. Let's pretend like my math is right here. 50,000 a day. That's not even that much. Like, what can you do with 50,000 a day? Not much. And are you gonna be happy? Are you gonna make new friends?
Probably not, but you could probably buy a house down south and not have to do anything for a while. You'd be
A
coasting
house
for
down
little bit.
south.
Yeah, it goes for like 100,000.
Sounds kind of lame. And plus, like, you have no dignity.
I'd probably do it.
Everything that I stood against, how porn is like evil and all that. Now I'm selling feet.
Well, that's like a hypothetical. Most people who like sell like porn, I think like the average only girl family makes like 100 a month, which is like
They
whatever.
make less than minimum
It's like
wage.
it's not worth doing it. This is like a bit I stole from Mr. Medicare, where he was like, I think you'd be kind of like stupid not to do it. It's like, yeah, having like a standard is great and all, but like in the case of Stone Toss, I'm like, would you rather make fun of people who like spend money on JPEGs, or would you rather make $2 million doing it?
With the JPEGs, like, I mean, it isn't really that morally wrong to make money off of.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, yeah, it's kind of shitty he made fun of people who do that and then did it, which is like hypocritical, but he's not hurting anybody.
Yeah, I'd make fun of people like making shitty merch and then make shitty merch. Or with the.
I mean, it works.
Yeah, if it works, if it makes money. At the end of the day, you're laughing at someone who's poorer than you. Who cares? But with porn, like, I feel like it's kind of different because it is morally wrong when like selling pictures.
Yeah, because like, well, I don't think it's like, I guess morally wrong if like you do it. I think it's an exploitive industry, so that's why it becomes morally wrong.
Are you on NoFap?
No, I'm not.
Have you tried it?
I've tried it for a little bit, yeah. When you say no fat, do you just mean no, none in general, or just like no porn? In general, or just the porn?
in general, I guess not doing it.
So, I mean, there's nothing. Well, if you're religious, I guess there'd be nothing wrong with doing it, as long as it's like.
I mean, it's a waste of time. It decreases your testosterone, and like you're not really getting anything from it. But it's not nearly as bad as doing it to pornography. But both are still pretty bad.
I mean, I don't know. It's like a complicated issue, I guess, because like, yeah, there's like fair critiques of like the porn industry and how like it exploits people to like tell like their most intimate like beings, and they get scammed out of money and shit like that.
And wait, so you
like,
failed?
I don't know.
You failed No Nut November?
I guess, yeah.
Oh my god! How could you? You're addicted then.
What?
You're if you can't do No Nut November, that means you're addicted. You need to get like help. You want me to help you out? I can send you like.
I don't know. Is there like anti-masturbation like fucking what?
Yeah, obviously.
Alcohol things. Like, you know, they have like
Yeah.
Al-Anon. Do they have like Nut-Anon?
No.
I can go to a meeting.
I'm pretty sure there's like a bunch of communities online. Isn't there like a NoFap Reddit community? I think there was.
I think they're like.
Did they delete it?
Yeah, but I think they're like. No, they're still around. But I think they're like an atheist community, more of.
True.
Because their position is like it's unhealthy for you, not that it's like really, I guess, unethical.
I mean, it's both.
Maybe it's not real. Maybe it's not really, I guess, immoral. More it's just kind of unethical.
What's the difference between immoral and unethical?
I guess immoral would be kind of like it's just generally wrong, but unethical would be it's kind of like. I don't know. I would just imagine. Okay, it's just kind of like the difference. Like,
are you religious?
Not really, no.
Yeah, I don't know the difference between immoral and unethical.
I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, I have like criticisms of like pornography, but I'm not like. I used to be like kind of hardcore
until you relapsed and now you're addicted again, right? Yeah.
I guess.
Stop watching porn. You'll make like 5 times more brony videos, and you'll be way more productive.
Of course. Yeah. This actually brings up an interesting topic. I have like a friend, who, like knows somebody who's going to art school just so he can learn how to draw furry pornography, so he can make money off of that. Those people make a fuckload of money. Have you ever like pay attention to how much money those people make?
No, not really. Yeah.
I'm talking like 6-digit figures off of destroying furry porn.
Are you sure?
And these people, like, there's some people I think are like millionaires off of this shit.
Because there's so.
Especially like the more, because furries pay anything, man. Those people are willing to pay $2,000 for a costume. You know they're willing to dish out like hundreds for like drawn art of like whatever they want.
I mean, there are so many furries now though, and like anywhere on the internet, there's someone drawing furry stuff. Is it really that high paying?
That's what I've heard. Yeah, like if you like can build up like a solid fan base, like you can build up a Patreon, and then you can charge with monthly donations, and you can charge charge for commissions. Probably make YouTube videos of like speed up artwork and get ad rev from that. There's like a lot of ways you can make money doing that.
I think I would rather be a hitman than do that. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think I would.
That's disgusting.
Just joking.
Yeah, I'm joking too. I'm joking too. Yeah, haha, yeah.
The optics are already great so far.
Definitely, we've talked about the best topics to talk about.
Yeah, I've talked about. Okay, what do we talk about? Pornography, wasting money on pointless cryptocurrency, and illegal activity.
Have you started exercising?
Exercising,
Yes.
kinda.
Like how so?
Yeah, I have a small part-time job to help pay for a big thing I'm planning on doing soon. I don't want to spoil yet.
So it's related to your YouTube videos, YouTube content.
It's still like fun. It's mainly just the fun stuff, yeah. Because like I don't have really any like I'm fortunate, so I don't have like really any crazy like I guess bills to pay. Like, yeah, I have some bills, but it's not like I was already like not like I was able to pay it even with like just like my small amount of like YouTube and editing money I make.
Sounds like white privilege to me.
I'm Hispanic, so doesn't
I know, I saw that. I know it says like on your Instagram that you're like a proud Hispanic. Do you have that in so you make Nick Fuentes references without getting called racist?
I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything.
Yeah, I'm actually black, so
Are you
everything I
actually?
s- yeah, definitely. I'm female too, and Jewish.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because like I'll talk to people on like online without knowing what they look like. I just find out like they're actually black IRL. And I'm like, what the fuck? Not that that's bad, but it's just kind of. It's like
Yeah, I'm gonna take that out of context. I find out they're black, and I'm like, what the hell?
Well, it just feels like most people in like this like I guess circle on Twitter like they kind of like you just imagine they're all white people. And like I like see like Pie Man who I'm working with on the video. Well, I'm not really working with, but he let me do a segment for his video about the. It's like a 3-hour video about internet blood sports. He let me do a segment on Mundane Matt. So I just want to make it clear I still haven't seen the full video, and so I obviously don't agree with like what he's gonna probably end up saying because I don't know what he's gonna say. But then he sent me a
Wait,
video. And
wait. Internet blood sports? Where they like cut their dicks off and shit? Is that what you mean?
No, it's like internet debate, like Nick Fuentes, Mr. Medic,
Oh.
like the kill stream, like those internet streams where people stream at
Okay.
each other like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with those.
And I'm talking to him, and apparently, like I see a picture of him. He's like literally everything. He's like black, white, Hispanic. He called me a fake Hispanic.
You are a fake Hispanic. You don't even
I
you don't even
I
call
mean-
me hombre or anything. What the hell, man?
I mean, I know basic Spanish. Because I think the reason why he said that was I didn't know what like the Spanish word for grandfather is. Because I guess is I mean I don't want to say like the conversation. I don't want to leak it, but that was like the gist. Was like, oh, you're fake Hispanic. You don't know like basic Spanish terms.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm
Yo
Hispanic.
yo soy hola, yo soy Micheal Alberto, editor de video profesional.
Yo soy crazy podcaster, interviewer. Yeah, my
Yeah.
Spanish is just as good as yours.
Yeah. The confusing thing is the adjective comes after, which is kind of confusing. That's why I always like kind of fuck up because I forget that's how you're supposed to talk.
Were you actually a brony when you?
Yeah, I was a brony back in like 2012. I got on this train pretty early on, I would say, probably before it became super mainstream. And then this was like in elementary school, and I think somebody found out or whatever, and so like people were making fun of me in school, so I stopped.
I mean, like, hey, it worked.
Yeah, I guess. But then when I entered like high school, like 9th grade, I kind of like developed like nostalgic for it. And then I started using 4chan. So I started using like the pony board, and like I kind of like became like a semi ironic brony, I guess. And I sort of started watching the show again. And then I made those videos.
I mean, no judgments.
Like I like the aesthetic. I like the art style. I like the aesthetic of it, I guess. But it's like a dead fandom. I mean, that was like the first video I really ever made. I was calling it a dead fandom.
A dead fandom.
It's what it is. I mean, nobody. I think it's having like a rebirth because of like the movies, but it's nothing like how it was back in my day.
I think you're the first brony
It's
I've
not too interesting.
ever spoken to.
Yeah, probably because most bronies are like highly autistic and like really weird.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of I'm eccentric, but I think I'm like relatively
You're pretty
normal, I guess.
Except for investing
it's
in
not
Cat
like-
Girl, that's kind of weird, man. Invest in XMR, it'll blow up one day. Definitely. It's been like 6
Yeah.
months since I invested in it. I got nothing from it. Trust me though, it's worth it.
Remember I tried investing in it's called like like Tether or whatever, and I didn't know what it was. Apparently it just mimics like the United States like money like value, so like literally means nothing pretty much.
Oh, what? That sucks. You're just gonna lose your money.
Yeah, so like you put like money into it and like it just mimics like one Tether is always like one USD. I think that's how it works. It was something retarded like that. I'm like, oh, that was a waste of like $5 or whatever.
Doesn't the US deflate like every second?
Yes, it just keeps going up.
Yeah.
We're gonna probably I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if we're gonna get like a second like Great Depression or if they're just gonna like raise taxes to get a lot of the money out of like the flow.
I'm hoping like a few states secede and then the US either gets its shit together or collapses, because I don't see realistically a way of getting out of the situation that we're in.
I have no idea. I don't think succeeding would be like reasonable. or like an uprising or anything like that. Because like last time we had,
Not like seceding. Like, remember when Texas tried to leave the U.S. and they were close, but they voted not to?
oh, you mean like, oh, kind of like, remember when people thought California was gonna break in two like a few years ago? It's kind of like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, if it was like non-violent, maybe, but I don't think like a violent like uprising to like leave the country. Like that's like I don't think that'd be feasible.
No, violent uprising, if they were like going door to door and killing people, and people did a violent uprising, they would just use that as an excuse to just double down and make everything worse.
Yeah, so
Violence.
yeah, I don't like violence at all. I don't support anything like that. I'm not like what's his name, Vosh, and I'm gonna like semi-ironically be like, oh yeah, violence is bad. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I just think it's bad, and I just don't think it's like would even work. I think for things to get.
I don't know much about Vosh. I have a friend that keeps telling me to watch Vosh. He's like a
I
communist.
used to like Vosh actually, because I found him at like 5K subs, and he was like really edgy back then. So, because like most of my idea like what a leftist was like the right wing stereotype, like what a liberal is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of interesting to see somebody who like agreed with like things I did, like gun rights and things like that, but also having different perspectives. And he was edgy and funny. Like he used to say the N word too. So
Really?
that's why I paid attention to him for a while. But then, like, I just can't watch him anymore. He's just like so unbearable to me now.
I mean, yeah, he has like what, 1 million subs at
He has
least?
like 300K. He's got like a diehard, like circle jerk fan base, which is literally like the worst like fan base ever. If people think like Wignats, like Vipers, or like the DGers are bad, the fucking Voshites are like the worst people on the internet.
What did he say about the Kyle Rittenhouse thing? If he's pro-gun?
I remember I started watching the video because I seen he posted the video, but it was so boring. I just stopped watching it. All I remember from it was he said that he was pro-gun.
Like, I'm pro-gun,
but this was
but and then 40 minutes later,
it was morally wrong for him, a minor, to kill people who were charging at him with weapons, and one of them was a convicted child rapist. Or whatever.
Oh no, a minor killed a child rapist that was chasing after him. That's terrible.
It's just like...
All jokes aside though, Kyle Rittenhouse, terrible guy. Please don't unsubscribe. Bad guy.
I mean, I think he was kind of like retarded for going there. Like, he did not need to be there. But it definitely wasn't immoral what he did. It certainly, I don't think it's illegal. He was... People coming at him with weapons, they would have probably killed him if he didn't do that, so... With the video evidence.
In an alternate reality, I probably would have done like the same thing that Kyle did.
Oh yeah, if people are gonna like hurt you and like you're in like a riot and these people like we now know after that we can go through their stuff, like these were like generally like bad people. I think we can reasonably conclude that they would have probably like hurt him and maybe even killed him.
Oh no, it's not that like I would have shot in self-defense. I think anybody in Kyle's situation would have either shot in self-defense or been a pussy and died. Because there's no way he would have went out of that alive if he didn't kill the guy. Like, wasn't there a guy like pointing a gun at him, or like at some point he was on the ground?
There was like a guy with a gun.
Yeah, a gun was pointed at him at one point, and like at another point he was on the ground about to get his head bashed in with a skateboard.
Yeah, I think anybody who like isn't on Kyle's side is... Like, they just don't know what they're talking about. Like, literally, if you go in blind for, like, 1 minute and you just read the basic facts and, like, watch, like, the few videos of it, it's, like, so blatantly clear that it was just self-defense. Maybe he should get charged for, I don't know if, like, he was a minor with an AR-15. Maybe that's illegal. Maybe crossing the state lines was illegal. Maybe he should get penalized for that, but... For like a murder charge or manslaughter or whatever, that is just ridiculous if like you're pro like him like going to jail.
I believe in open borders for all, but he did cross state lines, so...
Yeah, it's like, I want Mexicans to pour into the border, and I want all this, but Kyle Rittenhouse driving like 20 minutes to where I think he actually worked in the city he was at, so it wasn't like he was like a complete foreigner there who just went there to like start shit. He like... Yeah, he kind of like a connection to it from my understanding, so it's just stupid.
Sometimes you're just kind of really pissed and as a high testosterone male that's on NoFap, like you just kind of get that urge to just do some crazy shit like that. So he just kind of went out there while the city was on fire and wanted to protect like a gas station or whatever he wanted to protect. I'm not saying I would do that, but like
It's a stupid thing to do. Like,
it's a stupid thing to do, but
it's literally playing stupid games, win stupid prizes, and his prize is having become a nationwide story, and having half the population wanting him dead and thinking he's like an evil, immoral person for just defending himself.
do nofap for 3 months. You're gonna want to overthrow the government as well.
I don't know. I'll consider it.
Hey, Milky.
Welcome back, Milk.
So I can't be here for long, but I'll explain for a second. So Michael, I actually really love your videos. I watched your Virgin Fest video, like after a week it came out. It was really good, well edited, really, really good in defense of Raven and the entire scene itself. I appreciate that. And
I think it's the right thing to do.
the old Brony videos and like the childhood trauma, they were a little cringy, but I was a Brony when I was around 10, so that really resonated with me, and I appreciate that. And just a bunch of your videos, you're funny as fuck. Your videos about Baked Alaska, I had no idea about him until I saw your video, so that's cool as shit.
I think I'm glad you liked it. I was kind of worried it wasn't gonna be like a good enough like I guess opener for new Baked Alaska enthusiasts.
Yeah, no,
I think it did its job.
But also, I can't be here for long because my girlfriend just broke up with me. So.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Not doing too hot. So, but yeah, free my boy Rittenhouse. Kyle did nothing wrong.
So true.
Love you guys. Peace out.
See ya.
Take care, man. Take care of yourself.
Stay safe.
That's sad.
Right before I asked him to come on, I was like, "How's it going?" And he said, "Oh, it's great. I haven't been on Discord for a while. I've just been kind of in real life." And then, like, as soon as I like make him come online and do something with me, his girlfriend breaks up with him.
That's so sad, man.
That sucks. Fuck.
That's just terrible.
Yeah.
It's like the worst time for it to do it too, you know? Because it seems like he actually liked me, which is interesting. Normally most people don't like me online. Well, I'll have to come back on. I'm actually having fun with this. I normally don't like doing podcasts because I'm not like really not that good in like a live setting, but I think I'm doing it right. I'm having fun. My biggest problem is like I don't have like the best pronunciation. Like I'll like re-record lines like 20 times, like because I'm not like the best, which I think is pretty obvious. But
I mean, you're pretty fine so far.
Thank you. Actually, funny story. I made a TikTok that got 500,000 views, and I didn't know this. Nobody pointed this out to me my entire life. But apparently, I was pronouncing my L's wrong my whole life, and I never noticed until I got bullied in the TikTok comments. And I was so like offended.
Wait, how did you?
How
did you pronounce them?
Like I would say it with like a W instead of putting like my tongue on like my top teeth. So yeah, I was kind of like for a while I was like I'm not gonna correct it. Fucking, I'm gonna be authentic. I'm just gonna speak the way I want to. But then I kept reading the comments and I got like really butthurt about it. So I practiced for like a week and now I can kind of say my L's better.
You go to a girl that you like. Hi, I really like you.
That was pretty much it. That was pretty much
Oh my god.
Nobody pointed
I mean,
out.
yeah.
There was another time.
It seems like.
Yeah, go on.
It seems like bullying really helps you. Like, you got out of My Little Pony, you started speaking normally. I'm pro-bullying all of a sudden.
Yeah, I did this project one time. It's like one of my older videos. The Library on Alexandria video. I pronounced it library, like the whole video.
Library?
Yeah, library, like the fruit berry.
Wait, is this on your channel?
Yeah, it's like the third oldest video I think on there right now.
Your third oldest is information is being lost and destroyed.
One.
We need to. That one, yeah.
That was for.
Yeah,
That's our school project actually.
Oh, your school knows about your videos?
Oh yeah, they apparently some of my teachers still talk about me, which is pretty funny.
I would hate that.
Apparently they're claiming I cheated on my tests all the time.
Did you?
I'm not gonna say anything about that, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And apparently my principal talks about me too, to like the public, which is pretty funny. because I mean I guess I can say this because I locked up all the accounts. Like people can still access them, but I was just worried about like people who like worked with me in the past, like on the school project, were gonna get in trouble because I didn't want like they get a job and then it's like some journalist comes out like this person associated with neo-Nazi extremist Micheal Alberto. So people from my school can still access it, but I just like personally let them on. I used to run like an Instagram account just dedicated to shitting on my school.
Oh my
And
god, that sucks.
apparently, it was really popular. At the peak, it had like 340 followers. And apparently, after I left, the school like initiated some new rule against people making like accounts on the school. So apparently, if you get caught running an account on the school that isn't approved by them, you can get like suspended or something. And this is all because I shat on them for 4 years. But what was different from like my like semi-anonymous I mean I just talked myself like
Bro, you want me to cut that out?
no, I want to know why it's fine because like it's really easy to find like where I am, so I don't care. Like,
Alright.
everybody knows where I'm at. But actually, no,
Yes.
you can cut it out if you want. I mean, I don't care too
If
much.
I want.
I know some people are gonna figure it out like sooner or later, so it doesn't really matter too much.
How do you?
But I guess
How are you worried about buying cryptocurrency because of your privacy, but everybody knows where you live?
I mean, I'm not planning to do anything nefarious with cryptocurrency, so it doesn't really bother me. Yeah, I pay my taxes.
Imagine.
I do what I'm supposed to do. You know. I don't even think I'm that extreme. Like people like say like I'm like an extremist. Like they'll be like, oh, this guy's like a white nationalist or whatever, just like completely lying about me.
It's your most extreme political take.
I don't know. I can't think of one on the top of my head.
Was 9/11 an inside job?
Probably, yeah. Didn't they arrest like 4 Israeli people that were like connected to the Israeli government on the day it happened?
They arrested four Israeli people that were dancing on the top of the roof of a car or something.
Federal agents or whatever.
Yeah, but like nothing against Israel, of course. We love Israel, but
No, I have no problem with Israel. Well, I mean, actually, I do, but like, I'm not like. I'm not gonna say anything because I know somebody's gonna click.
You need to. I don't have a problem with Israel. I mean, actually, I do, but like, no, I don't have a problem with Israel.
Well, it's more just like I have a problem with like the IDF and like how they treat the Palestinian population, and I don't like how the U.S. government gives them money when they do a lot of unethical things. But I don't have like the problem with like the people themselves. I would like to go to the Holy Land at some point. It sounds like it could be fun.
I keep on getting, whenever I download, like usually when I use the Instagram app, I'm just on the website, which is why like I take so long to answer to your DMs, because it's really annoying to get addicted to Instagram and just always be checking on it. So I just use the website, so I'm not like constantly on it.
I like Instagram actually. It's like much better than like the website like Twitter.
Yeah, I don't use
see
Twitter
people's
either.
hatred of TikTok. Like, I mean, like, I get the privacy concerns.
It's literally Chinese
I don't get,
spyware.
Yeah, I get the privacy concerns, but like, I know some people like hate the content that's on there. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, like, yeah, you get the occasional video that gets like 1 million likes of like people doxing some 15-year-old who said like the N-word like 2 years ago. But outside of like shit like that happens on like literally every social media site.
No, TikTok.
I think TikTok is like much healthier climate than like Twitter.
There's sections of TikTok that the algorithm puts you in where it's like extremely sexual stuff that very young people do.
Yeah.
That like we just don't get exposed to because we're not on that side of TikTok. But there's like really messed up stuff that 13-year-old girls do on TikTok that's allowed to stay out there.
I've known about. I've read articles about that. Yeah,
it's
most of the stuff I get on my algorithms is like Neon Genesis, Evangelion, some like Neon Genesis videos, Kanye West videos, just shit like that. So maybe that's why I don't hate it, because like the algorithm's like perfectly tuned to just like my niche autistic interests.
And they also take down like posts about Tiananmen Square and shit. That's also kind of a little weird.
Oh yeah, but I mean Twitter does that shit too.
For real?
I guess my main argument. Well, they take down they ban like every right winger in existence.
They take down like anti like American CIA stuff, but they let up like anti-China stuff.
Yeah, I mean, every
But I guess
social media site,
they're both evil.
I guess.
Have
But
you
like,
also?
but I'm saying like, I guess like the content wise, like TikTok's much less
Hmm.
hostile, I would say, because Twitter is just all about like making the most angry, edgiest tweet to get the most likes, and then fucking ratioing somebody in your replies. Like it's like it's just trying to like you're just trying to piss somebody off on Twitter for the most part. But meanwhile,
I went on Twitter. I went on Twitter and I saw you post there like pretty often.
I am addicted to Twitter. Different times, like
Yeah.
I quit for a while. Like I remember one time I quit Twitter for the most part for a month. I didn't tweet for a month, and I would like only check it maybe like once every few days just to check the trending section. I gave up on
Nice.
that.
Trending section is kind of cancerous, but
It
yeah.
is, but like I don't. I kind of like. I know there's like pros and cons to constantly being in the loop. I know it's probably bad for your mental health, but like for what I do for content, like it helped out a lot. Like when I saw like Scott the Watch trending and seeing he had like a TV show, I'm like, okay, I'll make a quick video essay about this. Fucking like balls to the wall. I made like this entire video essay, which I think actually is well edited, even when compared to like videos I spent like months on, and it got like 20,000 views or whatever, like a few days. So what I do for like content, it's like useful to be on there. Like I would have never known about Virgin Fest. Really, a lot of the stuff I talked about if I wasn't constantly monitoring what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, good thing about Twitter is you can use it to talk to other people and communicate. But with TikTok, it's all it is a time waster.
Oh yeah,
You
but
don't get anything from it.
true. But I mean, all social media is technically a time waster, and I don't know.
Yeah,
rather
but
like a time waster being like making me feel good instead of like I go on there, I make a tweet, and then fucking Hunter Avalon's wife fucking ratios me into oblivion or whatever. Like she did last
did that
night.
happen?
Yeah, it happened last
the hell?
night. Yeah, because
Let me see.
I mean I didn't really have a set position on this. We were talking about like school, like how grades should work. And I don't really have like a set position. I just think the way kind of like high school in America set up is kind of retarded. So like
You said high school in America is retarded. Okay.
yeah,
I
it's,
mean, yeah, it is.
she was like, "Oh, so how should we improve? How should math work?" And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't think it should be a graduation requirement. It's like, "Oh, so what should a graduation requirement be?" I get like 2 likes, and she gets like 50 or whatever. I mean, obviously, if you have like an actual thought out opinion on something, you'll probably ratio just the asshole half paying attention while watching Lucky Star for the 20th time, tweeting out, you know.
Yeah, Twitter's good for talking to people and like making friends. TikTok is there's no good reason for you to get TikTok in the first place, so you shouldn't get addicted to
Yeah.
it.
I made friends on Twitter. It's cool.
Yeah, I think when I used to use Twitter, like not as like this podcast thing, but like when I just used to use Twitter for fun, I also made friends, but they're all kind of like really weird. I think I was just on the wrong side of it though.
It's not about like the side of Twitter you're on too. I used to like try to have like a very diverse timeline. Because like I used to have like a big interest in like reading different people's like opinions. So I followed like a bunch of like socialist, communist accounts alongside like far right accounts or just like general conservative content. I can't do that anymore. I to be honest, most of the people I follow for the most part are people I agree with. Obviously, that doesn't go for everybody. I don't want like somebody to clip this one section of the podcast. Like, oh, he follows this one person who tweeted this. I'm like, obviously, I don't agree with that. But the opinions I mostly see now are just opinions that I would vaguely agree with, or like maybe just not mind seeing. You know, I can't have like 20 tweets in my timeline in which I want to kill myself while I'm reading anymore. I just can't do it anymore.
If you're right, then you shouldn't be ashamed of only listening to people who agree with you. But if your opinions are wrong, then yeah, that's a problem.
It's just, I don't know. I just, for my own sanity, I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch like a lot of like Vosh, like Destiny, and people like that.
I don't know how you
I
do.
don't watch
I don't know how you do
political
that.
content.
The only Hassan video I've seen was where he interviewed that porn star or something that he dated. Because my friend really wanted me to watch him, so I saw that video, and it's like my brain was getting microwaved.
Hassan, I've seen some funny content from Hassan. I'm not gonna deny he's not funny, but a lot of his opinions, especially on college right now, are just like retarded from what I've seen. But I don't know too much about him. The only people I paid attention to a lot that I've like over the like last few months that I disagreed with was I used to follow Vosh for a while, but then I just gave up.
Vosh is the fat guy, right?
The fat guy with the beard and the ears, or something's wrong with his ears. Or
I
whatever.
mean, he's fat.
Uh,
Like, what do you expect him to be right?
I still actually pay attention to Destiny. I think some of his opinions are dumb, but I think he can also be pretty base sometimes. I respect he'll go against like his own community to like argue something he believes in. And Hunter Avalon, my good friend Hunter Avalon. I love Hunter. But I've watched more Hunter Avalon content than One Mansion.
I forgot if you had this in your like essay about him. Have you seen that video where he dresses up as like a Muslim and then like does that
Yeah,
Muslim
I talked
accent?
about that.
Oh, you did. Okay.
It's like an Irish accent who's not even like real.
Yeah, but I saw that when I was like 14 years old. I was like, what
I
the
remember
hell?
watching that too back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was obviously embarrassed by it. Every time I showed it on stream when you reacted to it, he looked like so embarrassed.
That was when he peaked
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I don't really,
Something about that sort of like, I don't want to say autism, but like that lack of awareness was just so
Like-
funny looking back on it.
the Muslim video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I think it just becomes funnier with age because now that we know Hunter, like he isn't like right wing at all anymore. And
Yeah.
he, like, is an anti-Muslim
Yeah,
at all.
that's
It just makes it even funnier because like oh my god, it's this guy with like the most like generic centrist opinions ever. And there's this like old video of him basically doing like the Muslim equivalent of blackface. It's fucking hilarious. There's also like a video of him like saying the N-word in a rap song, which is pretty funny.
He's the type of guy to get vaccinated so he can go on a plane.
But what's funny compared to like me, like people like will like lie about me, like say I'm like some sort of extreme or bad guy or whatever. But the difference between like people like me, Hunter Avalon, and Vosh is I don't use the N-word online. I use it
Really?
in content and stuff, you know. Like,
I don't know,
clip
like
of
right
me-
right when we met, like right before we started recording, I could say otherwise, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, I said the N-word 20 times before we started.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like Vosh is like there's like a clip of Vosh like talking about like pulling Israel off the map and shit like that. I'm like, I'm the extreme guy. This guy's making like
I mean,
technical arguments regarding
people
like child
change.
porn or whatever. True, I agree and change. But like, you know, people like to do this like cancel culture thing and they like hold like things from like 5 years ago like against you.
Yeah, that's retarded.
But they're like Vosh fans. They're like, am I really this guy like is like an admitted sexual harasser?
He's an admitted sexual harasser.
Yeah.
I honestly don't really know the difference between Vosh and Hassan except for how they look. Like they're the same person to me. Except one of them is good looking and one of them isn't. Not in a gay way though.
Yeah, Hassan is basically all you need to be successful. Tall,
Yeah.
muscular, white passing. If you think about it, that's like really all you need to be successful. Because I don't think his content is nearly as good as like his popularities. I think somebody like Destiny is much more talented. Like Destiny and from what I've seen, I haven't seen too much of Hassan, but Destiny and Vosh, I would say, are probably more talented than Hassan.
If looks are all you need, I might as well face reveal, damn. I'm looking at your Twitter right now. You actually put time into like debating or arguing or conversing with Carissa Avalon? Like why?
I don't know, I was just bored. I was like half paying attention to the fucking Lucky Star.
I used to like comment on people's Instagram posts and do the same thing, like debate them or like argue with them, try to change their opinions.
It's such a waste of time.
Like when you realize other people's opinions don't matter in the slightest.
It was just a waste. It's a waste of time, but I still sometimes do it. I mean, I almost actually canceled like my most recent debates with Hunter Avalon because
Oh,
it's
you
on his
debated with him?
channel. I almost canceled it on him actually because I was like, I'm not gonna gain anything from this. But then I'm like, you know what? I'll make a video defending my point. Then I'll go on a stream afterwards to show my video. But then I'm like, you know what? But then I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste like 30 hours of my life researching this position. I'll just go with what I have already written down and I'll argue with them. That's what I did. I don't really plan to do like live streams anymore.
Didn't John Dole try to debate Avalon and then Avalon was like, no, I changed my mind?
Yeah, it was Hunter dodged the debate with Nick Fuentes like 3 or 4 times or whatever, and he said different reasons for why. I think he explains.
Oh, it was Nick Fuentes?
So here's where it gets juicy. So that's what it was like. He kept dodging. It's like different reasons on why. I think because he doesn't want to do what's called irresponsible platforming.
That's so dumb.
Which basically means I don't want to look like an asshole in front of my audience. So that means when people say that, that means they're only willing to debate unless if they're very confident they can look good in the debate. I'm not really interested in like doing the debate. It's more like the optics of it, like how good would it look, or sometimes how much money it would make. So for a while, from my understanding, Hunter just didn't like see any benefit to that. But then when Nick Fuentes got really big and Hunter became very unpopular because of his little transition, he then tried to get to debate Nick. But the catch was to make it even more popular, to get more attention. It was, me and this guy versus you and John Doyle, dual debate, let's go. And then I think Nick just said 1v1 me pussy, and then nothing happened after that.
I was somewhat close.
Still hasn't happened.
Oh, he made a video about
You
he made a video about Kyle Rittenhouse. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was actually really based. You retweeted me because I posted like a clip from it on which it was actually I think the most based thing he said in like 3 years or whatever.
He said that he was innocent?
It was like off the wall. I can't believe this is coming from Hunter Avon. This sounds like something I would say to be edgy, and it's coming from this guy.
What did he say?
He said some shit like, it makes sense that Kyle Rittenhouse would support the police because that's how he was brought up. That doesn't make him some sort of neo-Nazi, and even if he was a neo-Nazi, it doesn't change the fact that it was self-defense. And I'm like, holy shit! Like he was basically saying if Kyle Rittenhouse was a Nazi, he would still defend him because he was still in the right in that situation. It was still self-defense.
I mean, is he wrong? Like, it's still self-defense. You don't need to say it because like you have a platform or something, but at the end of the day, no matter what he believes, he has the right to self-defense. I'm pretty sure this is America.
Yeah. I mean, I think some people shat on him because like he basically kind of just copied the Destiny's take on it.
There's so many there's so many like content creators that I just don't keep up with. There's like Destiny, Hassan, like all these people.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
them. I kind of keep up. I used to. Keep up with a lot of them. I semi keep up with Hunter still, mainly because he wants me to make the comeback of Hunter Avon video, and since I'm like, okay, I'll do that because if he does come back, I can get a lot of views off of it, and I think it would be important to make because like, oh, I made a video about this guy's rise and fall, and he came back, so of course I'll talk about it. But...
The most internet drama I've kept up with is that Keemstar, Leafy, H3H3, Grade A Under A shit. That stuff.
You can actually keep up with that. I want to kill myself every time I see that shit on my timeline now. Ethan was a guy I used to have a lot of respect for, and
Ethan sucks.
He like sucks. He's so annoying. He's like, didn't he like call like Keemstar like a pedophile or whatever for like dating like a 20-year-old? And he's like trying to say there was something wrong with that. Was it him or was it somebody else on his podcast that was like saying shit like that?
I don't know. I right after iDubbbz came out that he was like dating or that his girlfriend was doing OnlyFans, I realized, okay, I can't really look up to any of these internet celebrities. All of these are fucked up.
These are like people I used to love.
I'm gonna stop.
I still like iDubbbz. I mean, I think a lot of his content now sucks, but I'm interested in this boxing thing he's trying to do. I think some of his...
the boxing thing with Rice Gum, I
think his documentaries he's recently been doing are interesting, but like his general funny content, being like pro-vaccine or whatever, I just don't care for. I don't think it's funny or interesting.
Or his video he made on anti-maskers.
Yeah, I actually don't think that video is that bad. I'm against like mask mandates, but I do recognize a lot of like anti-mask people can be kind of like retarded and funny to like mock.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is funny and retarded to mock if you're funny with it.
Well, especially the person's like bad, because like I think one of his points, unless I thought was funny in iDubbbz's video, was all these people make the same argument, which I think is a good argument, but it's like this is America, this is land of the free, and that's like the basis of their whole thesis. I mean, it is true. Like, yeah, I'm pro like freedom. It's just kind of it's like they always present. It's more like the optics of it, I guess, that makes it funny. Because these are like, I mean, I love rednecks and all that, but like they kind of like portray their political opinions in like the worst way possible.
yeah, they really do.
That's why I thought that video was kind of funny.
Even if they were right about everything, like,
they like do it the worst way.
The way they argue or the way they disagree is so hilarious.
I'll tell you what, sonny boy.
Yeah.
It's like shit like that. That's where it becomes. I mean, it's endearing, Like if you're trying to be like a serious political figure and you have like that accent, you either A have to lose it or B be very careful with how you like speak. That's something I've noticed. Oh, okay, this is good actually because I was thinking about this last night and I actually have a platform to discuss it. I've noticed a lot of internet celebrities like their voices and like accents change over time. Do you ever notice that?
Like I told you, I kind of stopped like keeping up with internet celebrities.
Because like fucking like Vosh and Nick Fuentes, like both if you watch their earliest videos and then like the most recent videos, their accents have like totally changed. Well, maybe not Vosh, like the way they speak.
I
Like,
mean,
Nick used to
I guess
have
so.
like this thick accent. No, he just doesn't have it at all. It's so strange. I don't know how he lost it.
That might just be well, accent. That's pretty self-explanatory because his accent is from. Who? Wait, was Vosh born in America? Did he come from like another country?
Vosh is Californian. He grew up in like a rich Californian area. I'm pretty sure.
What's his background?
I think his dad's like a director or something.
No, I mean like ethnic backgrounds.
People were joking about him being Mexican because he kind of looked like Nick Fuentes, but I think that was just a meme. I don't think he's actually.
Wait, Vosh being Mexican?
It was like a meme because there's an old picture of him from like 5 years ago when he looks exactly like he's related to Nick Fuentes. I don't think he is Mexican because if he was, he would never shut the fuck up about it. I just fucking know it. He'd be like me.
I think with like accents and stuff, I'm pretty sure most people change the way they speak over like their lifetime. It's just that you don't really notice it because you speak to them and you don't really record them.
But if you watch like an old Nick Fuentes clip, he has like this accent,
True.
and I've seen people argue whether it's like Chicago or Bostonian because he used to live here in Boston. It does kind of sound like Bostonian, but then people are like, no, that's like a native Chicago accent. That just like sounds completely different. It's just kind of like bizarre. With Vosh is like used to have like a very like I don't want to say effeminate isn't like the right word, but like kind of like a softer voice. I think, but like now he sounds like more masculine and more like comfortable with how he speaks. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, you can do that with my.
Have you changed your voice? Pretty sure, like, if we compared your oldest to your newest.
Oh, I've changed my pronunciation. I've gone better at pronunciating and like just talking faster. But my accent's like stayed the same. Like it's like I don't think my accent's as bad for Bostonian accents. I have like a friend. Like normally I don't like recognize your accent when you're around people all day who speak it. Like I have this one friend who has like such a thick Boston accent. Like I can immediately tell, which is weird because we all have Boston accents.
Give it like a year, I'm pretty sure you're gonna sound slightly different.
I probably sound less Bostonian, probably.
I'm telling you, as soon as you do nofap and start like lifting, you're gonna sound your voice is gonna get way deeper.
You actually lift, or you like a LARPer on Twitter?
I don't use Twitter. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I do a little bit.
Are you ripped?
No, I'm not
I
ripped.
used to work out a lot.
I only started working out like pretty recently, but it feels so good. I don't think I'm
Are you
gonna stop.
healthy? I guess that's more of the thing. Are you like in a fit position? You're not like unhealthy.
I used to be like that skinny, awkward kid.
So like me right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think I'm awkward. I used to work out a lot. And, like my trainer taught me how to do. I actually used to do boxing, believe it or not.
Nice.
The first thing he taught me was posture, so I have like a good posture now because of him. Because I used to slouch all the time.
Yeah, same. I used to have such a shitty posture.
I have like a good posture now because he taught me how to do it.
Do you sit at your chair with good posture?
Not really when I sit down on my computer, and I don't really have like the best posture. When I sit down, but, like, when I
it's so hard to do this.
When I walk, I have like good posture.
You can tell if someone's like normal just based on how they walk. Yeah, if they walk with bad posture. I've been trying to like walk like a normal person, not putting my hands in my pockets.
The dog?
Maybe. How'd you know?
What? Would you not want to dox your fucking dog?
Huh?
Well, if you have a dog, you really can't put your hands in your pocket. Like a strong dog, like mine, you kind of like hold on with like both hands.
Oh, well, like
I don't do like the hands in pocket.
well, yeah, when I'm walking, but like in general, like when you're out with friends or in school. What kind of dog do you have?
I have like a lab. It's like a mix. He looks retarded because I shouldn't say that word, even though I already said it like 20 times. Because he's like a lab.
I would never say that
but
word.
he has like really stubby short legs. So he just looks weird. I don't know why. My mom gets really offended. Like if I insult the dog, she gets really offended. But like it's true. He's like chubby. He has these short, stubby legs, but he has like the body of like a lab. Like he should be like 2 inches taller, but he's not. So he just looks weird.
Labs like to swim, right?
Yeah. We used to have a pool, but I don't think we ever put him in it because we were afraid he was gonna rip the liner. And now we don't have a pool.
Oh, was it one of those plastic pools?
It's like it's like one of the outground like pools. The thing lasted a while. Lasted like my whole life basically.
The pool or the dog? Your dog's alive, right?
My dog's alive. He's like 6 now, I think.
Okay, good. When I was younger, like my friend and I, we stayed at this resort, and our dog was with us. We had the genius idea of breaking into the pool at night and having my dog go swimming in the pool because we thought that was like the funnest, the most awesome thing. And then like people would walk by and see the dog swimming in the public pool. And like not only like that's disgusting, but like it's also really bad for the dog's skin too. It's like his skin was messed up for a while. But I think he had fun.
We can't bring my dog anywhere. Like in the car. He always cries in the car. He's never got over it, so we literally don't bring him anywhere.
Whenever we go anywhere without my dog, he gets really sad, so we just try to bring him everywhere.
I wish I could do that. We can't bring him anywhere. He cries so loud in the car, and he doesn't stop. Like, you'd think he'd get tired, but he doesn't. So we just
tell him to man up. I don't know.
And so for a while, my dad was like, "We're gonna take him to Aruba when we go," and I'm like, "You think? Yeah, that's like a 6-hour flight. He's gonna cry the whole time on the plane, there and back."
Yeah, like, we bring our dog everywhere, but we never put her on a plane
because
like dogs sometimes die from that. Like it's terrible conditions.
Well, no, you're not supposed to put them in that like the chamber underneath the plane because I think like there's no oxygen down there. But if you bring them in like get him registered as a service dog, you can bring him wherever.
Oh.
That's what my dad's gonna get him as a service dog. We'll bring him, but I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that, and we didn't. So that's good. He said we'll give him a sleeping pill, sleep the whole ride. And I'm like, our luck, he'd wake up halfway through and he'd cry.
What if you needed to shit? Then what?
Yeah, he's just gonna shit on the floor. It's gonna stink up the whole plane.
Have you traveled during COVID?
Not really. No, I haven't like gone anywhere cool outside of like going to like New Hampshire or whatever. I want to. Kind of a pain though, because like vaccines and masks and all that.
Where you live, do you need a vaccine to take a plane?
I don't think so right now. I think you have to wear a mask though if you don't. And it's like kind of like it's like they make it like hard as possible. So you need like a vaccine. You need fucking like negative COVID test I was taken within the last 24 hours. It's like such a big deal. It's like you're probably just better off just getting the vaccine at that point.
Have you taken the vaccine?
Kinda. I don't know.
You don't know?
I got like one shot and I forgot about it. I'm like, oh, I'll go get the second one. Then they told me, no, you have to get the first one again because you waited too long.
What?
I guess that means. So I guess that technically means I'm unvaccinated. I took the shot, and now I'm apparently unvaccinated again. So I guess I risked getting a for literally nothing.
Yeah.
I just thought it would make my life easier with going to work and like. But they didn't even give you any benefits because they still make you wear the fucking mask. So it's like, okay, so I risk getting a blood clot or other health problems to make my life slightly easier, but then it actually doesn't make it easier, and it doesn't really protect me. It's like, isn't Israel like the highest vaccination rate in the world, and they're still having like a big outbreak problem?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, they recently got mask mandates again. Even though they have 100% vaccination.
It's not really that like anti-vax in and of itself. I think it should just be like a personal choice. You know, not like some hardcore like it's gonna fucking kill everybody or whatever. I just think it's kind of stupid how you have to be like forced to get it when it's like, does it really work?
Have you seen how YouTube updated its terms of service where you can't really question the vaccine anymore?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
I think I argued with that with Hunter Avalon.
Wait, was he pro YouTube censoring that?
I think so, yeah. If I remember. I can't remember that debate too much. We had 2 debates. He only uploaded like the first one.
How old is Hunter?
I think he's 26 now. He just had his birthday a few days ago. I went on his birthday stream to talk to him.
Nice. And how old are you?
I am 18. I used to always talk to people older than me. That was like... I think that's what kind of worried my parents, because like my internet friends were like probably like much older than me, like probably like 5 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it wasn't like a sexual thing at all. It was just like playing video games or whatever.
Thank you for clarifying.
It didn't matter. I just gotta clarify.
I remember being like 10, having internet friends, and then my internet friends would be like 13, and I think that they were so old.
Yeah. I've only met one internet friend my whole life. IRL.
How did it go?
Really good, actually. I think I actually took the Instagram post down because I didn't want them, I guess, getting in trouble for associating with me. I just remembered I actually talked about meeting them in person in one of my videos, so I guess talk about it. It was PAX East 2020, right before like the COVID lockdowns, like literally probably like a few weeks before all that shit like hit the fan. And I went in a hazmat suit, which made my mom feel much more safer about me going because it was like kind of like a costume. It was like a costume, and it was also like extra protection.
I've seen people like wear that to the airports. Some kid in my school got sent to the office because he was wearing like a gas mask, and like he was trying to argue that there was a COVID case in the school. What do you mean? Don't you care about my safety? What the hell, dude?
I'm assuming this was before the mask mandates.
No, during the mask I was at the office too for different reasons, and I saw the kid. He was like,
Gas mask.
he was like arguing, and like I yelled at him, yo, same struggle, different cause.
So based. Yeah, so it was stupid because she and a bunch of other people ended up going to dinner with who were from China, actually. I don't think they were recently in the country. I think they were living in the U.S., but they were Chinese. Like, they were Chinese Americans.
Whoa. Are you implying that Chinese people have COVID? Whoa.
Maybe so. Normally when I tell it... No.
Oh yeah, the kid with the gas mask was Asian.
That's baseless, fuck. Normally when I tell the story, I kind of leave that part out. Like, I just say, oh yeah, they were Chinese. They were from China. And people, like, get kind of, like, freaked out. I just like seeing the reaction. But I guess there's no point of like me leaving that part out because I can't actually see people's reaction. And then I also like later clarify. It was pointless for me to wear the hazmat suit because like I could probably find a picture of it. I'll post it on Twitter later. Of like, cause like I was wearing like also like goggles too, and they left like these huge red indents on my head because they were tight and so tight to my head. And I had them on for like 5 hours. So kind of made PAX East kind of like a miserable experience for the most part. But
imagine meeting with a girl, like, and that's the first impression she gets with you.
Yeah.
God damn, that must suck.
I think I had like those like big red indents on like the whole time during the dinner when I met up with her and like all the like people. But they were working one of the booths. For a video game, very popular video game. It wasn't popular at the time because it hadn't released yet, but they're like all associated with like the company or whatever. Half of the people had no idea who I was, by the way. I don't want these people to like get doxxed and get in trouble. None of them like knew who I was.
I mean, you're not really that's controversial.
No, I just don't want somebody to like go through like parts of this podcast and like clip it and to like try to get people like fired for like being associated with me. I don't think I'm controversial at all, but like, you know, like there's like the clip of me and Hunter Avon like debating whether or not you should be like allowed to like say the N-word in public or whatever. So I don't want people to like take like my. Like,
I think I already know what you said on that one.
Yeah, I just don't want people to like get in trouble for like being associated with me. But none of these people knew who I was for the most part. Besides like the one girl I met up with, but even to her, I was just like somebody who would like partake in her community on Discord from time to time.
You need to make a private Instagram because.
What do you mean?
When people like see you in real life, you don't want them to associate you with that YouTuber guy. What if they're like attention whores?
Oh, I used to have one, but
okay.
I stopped using it. I used to have one of those, but
I used to have like this meme account with like 5,000 followers where I would just like repost shitty memes. And like I learned the hard way that you need to like have a big separation with your private and personal life because shit can get really out of hand that way.
Yeah, that's what I try to do for the most part. But yeah, just clarifying, none of them really knew who I was. Or at least knew my political opinions at all. So I went to the dinner with them, went to this place in Somerville, which is a very beautiful city outside of Boston. Very expensive. It's mostly like liberal yuppies who live there. And yeah, I had dinner with all these people. And it's just kind of like a funny story because they all work for like this like big video game company, and this was like before it was like famous.
What company?
It's the Genshin Impact game.
Oh, I hate Genshin Impact.
Yeah, but it was just kind of cool. I got to eat dinner with all these people who like worked on this company. And I was just there because I knew like this e-girl from the internet. I wasn't even talking about. Oh yeah, because she was like older than me.
You met up with an older e-girl on the internet?
I just, oh my god, I don't want people to take this like the wrong way.
That sounds kind of strange.
It was very casual. It was nothing weird.
Like you guys just happened to be in the same area at the same time?
Because like I was hanging out, I saw she was gonna be in the area. I'm like, oh, you want to like do something? And like she knew me from her Discord or whatever, and she's like, yeah, we can do something if you want. We just hung out. We got dinner. We hung out. We got dinner. That was it. I almost got hit by a car on the way home.
Friend zoned and got hit by a car. So sad. There's an alternate reality where like she fell in love with you and then you got hit by a car.
I don't think I would have wanted her to fall in love with me anyway.
We have a segment where we ask our last guest to ask a question for our next guest, and so on. Our last guest wanted to ask you, do you like cats or tomatoes? Do you prefer cats or tomatoes?
I don't. I'd probably go with cats, I guess. I mean, I hate both of them. I don't really like tomatoes. I don't know.
Really?
I don't like cat. I like tomato sauce, but like I don't like too much of it. Like on pizza or whatever. I don't really like eating like pasta and sauce. I think that's kind of gross. Pasta and cheese is even worse.
Cats have like a really bitter taste, but I guess.
We're talking about eating cats?
No, just in general.
In general, I hate them. They make my allergies flare up. They eat your body if you die. They're assholes, but they're kind of cute, I guess. I kind of get the appeal. They're easy to take care of.
What's the difference between a cat allergy and a dog allergy? Isn't that like the same allergy to hair?
I don't think so. The dog doesn't really bother me, and when it does, I just take my allergy medicine and I'm fine. I mean, I think they used to really bother me. Maybe I just like I got used to it, and because of the dog, it just doesn't bother me anymore. I don't know.
Nice. Do you have a question for the next guest?
Next guest. Will you buy cat girl coin?
It's probably like one of those bait and switch things where like it hits a certain number and then they just pull the rug and all the money goes to them.
Oh, I'll see.
It'll be funny if by the time I interview them, that's what'll happen.
We'll see.
Okay.
Well, actually,
here we go. Will you buy the cat girl coin?
I just remember something I wanted to talk about. It's kind of attached to the taxi story. Ready?
I'm so ready.
I got kicked out for wearing a mask in a store in which there was a mask mandate.
For not wearing a mask?
Wearing a mask.
What? Yeah. I got kicked out for not wearing a mask. You got kicked out for wearing a mask?
Yeah. Okay, so this is my first time I get to publicly complain about this because I was gonna like leave a really mean Google review, but all my friends got ass blasted at me and told me not to do it. So if you're in Harvard Square in I think it's in Cambridge or Boston, do not go to the Armageddon vinyl store. This is my official complaint. I fucking hate these people because they kicked me out for wearing a mask. So I go in there, I'm not wearing a mask initially, right? Mm-hmm. And immediately they start like the woman like literally like yelling at me, gotta put on a mask, get the fuck out. Not actually swearing, but she was as hostile as she could have personally have been towards me.
Wait, pause. I thought you said you got kicked out for wearing a mask.
Okay, so here's where it gets good. So I didn't have a mask on me because I dropped mine on the ground. And, like, obviously I'm not going to put a mask I dropped on the ground on my face. So I remember we did a photo shoot that day where I wore my Kanye West mask, right? I put the Kanye West mask on, and she said, that's not a mask. I'm like, what do you mean? It's on my face. It covers my face. And then I got kicked out. Then I told my friends, all right, just... I'll wait outside. It's no big deal. I'm just looking at my phone, and then I guess she just eyeballed them the whole time they were there. They felt so uncomfortable and they left.
That's like I thought that was like some redneck that was really against masks or something.
I know.
But they just didn't think you were safe enough.
Yeah. So
just tell them that you have like breathing problems and they'll leave you alone.
No, this woman was like as like mean as possible. So this is my official complaint of Armageddon. Armageddon, I think is what it's called. It's like this death metal vinyl store, I think. Do not go there.
Death metal? Isn't death metal like extremely like anti-government, anti-restrictions?
Not at all. It's just my friends wanted to go to it, and I like vinyl stores, and I didn't get to explore it at all. And I've never had a platform to voice my frustration with them. So if you wanted to go onto their Twitter page or whatever and hashtag free Micheal Alberto, that'd be pretty funny.
That'd be pretty funny until they find you in real life and like.
Then they kill me.
But...
They kill me. They point a gun in my head and they kill me.
Yeah. Do you own guns?
No.
Nah, not yet. Soon though, right?
Maybe, I don't know. It's like kind of like a pain in the ass to get all that shit set up in math.
True. So our second segment.
I mean, I'm in no rush. I'm actually having fun with this, which is unusual. I usually hate live appearances, but this is kind of fun.
I think this is gonna change your mind about liking this. How do I word this? I play a song on my guitar and then I ask you to sing along.
What's the song I know word for word? You'd actually be able to play. Oh, does that be the full song, or can it just be like the chorus? I don't know if I could do this, but the one song we're trying to learn all the lyrics for is "Come to Life" by Kanye West.
You can always just like look at the lyrics.
Alright, pull up the lyrics. You get the.
Come to life, Kanye
Actually,
West.
want to be easier for you to do because that's like a piano song. Do "Jail" by Kanye West.
Jail by Kanye
That's like
West.
that's a very guitar-heavy song. It's like rap rock.
It's pop, right? It's not like rap.
So there's no drums. It's just like a bum bum
Rap rock.
bum chord, and then there's like a guitar solo on top of it. So it's like the guitar strings kind of act like a drum.
Awesome. You'd be a good rapper, probably.
I've tried to learn rap music, like how to rap, because I have like funny I had a really funny song idea I was gonna do. Take what you want. Take everything.
Yeah, okay, I'm ready.
Alright. How did you find me again?
You did
Let's
the
prove
video.
Virgin Fest.
You did the video on Virgin Fest. I had a friend show it to me. No. I heard about the Turkey Tom Virgin Fest thing. And then I searched up Virgin Fest to see if anyone else made a video on Virgin Fest. And I saw your video. I went to your channel. I was like, oh, this is like a mini Turkey Tom type of guy. And then you seem pretty cool.
I don't think he likes me very much though.
Isn't he like a femboy?
I know he paints his nails black. I don't think he's a femboy though. I think he's like an emo boy.
I stopped watching him after he said he was addicted to Mountain Energy.
I never had an energy drink in my life.
Yeah, same. Alright, ready?
Let me get the lyrics pulled up in front of me. Tell me when you're ready.
I am so ready.
You want take everything. Take what you want. Take what you want. Better gonna change. Well, but so you can explain. Violence in the night. Violence in the night. Priors. Do you have any priors? But at one time, I'll be honest. We are liars. Let it go. I'll be honest. We are liars. I'll be honest. We are liars. I'm pulled over and I got priors. This week going down. Guess who's going to jail? Guess who's going to jail tonight? Guess who's going to jail tonight? Guess who's going to jail tonight? God gonna post my bail tonight. Don't you curse at me on text? Why you trying to hit the flex? I hold up like what? I scroll up like next. Guess who's getting X'd? Next. Guess who's getting X'd? You made a choice that's your bad. Single life, it's so bad. Better get a coder. If it's off, I tell you what. Guess who's going to jail tonight? What a grin to see. So I could scream and shout, let it out. I'll be honest, we are liars. I'll be honest, we are liars. I pulled over and I got priors. Guess who's going down? Guess who's going to jail? Guess who's going to jail tonight? Guess who's going to jail tonight? Guess who's going to jail tonight? Gotta go post my bail tonight. Okay, here we go. JC time. Let's go. God in my cell. That's my celly. Made in the image of God. That's a selfie. Pray 5 times a day. So many felonies. Who's gonna post my bail? Lord, help me. Donna, how much is how you would touch that road? Tell him it's off all that red cap. We going home. Now with all these sins, casting stones. This might be the return of the throne. Round over in Jesus, like Moses in Jesus. You not control my thesis. You already know what I think of the pieces. For you know, fuck he is. Don't try to go my father in presets. I can't be control program in 3 sets. Resets on my cell in my cell tonight. Don't have to see you to touch you. This is what braille looks like. It's on sight. If they take me to jail, call my girl, tell her, send my mail. You know what hell look like. Still, it's a hell of a life. Yikes. You're going to jail tonight. Guess who's going to jail tonight? Guess who's going to jail tonight? Gotta go post my bail tonight. Alright, you try your best to make that. I think it'd be easy because it's only like it's bum bum and then like it's only 2 strings. It's a little. Alright, you try your best to make that. I think it'd be easy because it's only like it's bum bum and then like it's only 2 strings.
I should just leave it as you singing and nothing else.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, that's such a weird song. I know it's like Kanye West is really popular, but it's pretty unique. I've never heard a song like that.
It's just a loop of 2 chords. There's like a drum solo at the end of it. You don't have to recreate them.
Oh, well.
It's not over the audio. It's like after like the chords just appear, it goes into this like crazy drum beat, which people edited it, and you could like fit it perfectly on top of the song. So like nobody knows why you removed it because it was a really good drum beat.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah.
It's nice. Good choice.
It is.
Now, okay, last segment for real. I won't lie to you anymore.
For real.
Wait, before that segment though, the lyrics to that song, isn't it like about a guy going to jail, asking for bail, and committing like felonies?
I think pretty much that's what I got from it. I think it also has to do with like wife abuse, like domestic abuse.
All right, I mean at least it's about that.
Because it's like he's talking about Kim. I'm pretty sure at least. Or at first, some people I think speculate it might have been about Drake, or there's like some verse that could have been about Drake. In which it's like, oh, you're cursing at me on text messages. Because I guess who's going to jail tonight?
Shit. Kanye West is a really interesting guy.
Yeah. He's made other songs about like domestic abuse. Nobody knows this, it seems like. All of the Lights is like an extremely like beloved, popular like song. Like probably one of his most popular ever. I don't think anybody realizes it's about like beating your spouse.
Wait.
Like that's what the entire song's about.
Is All of Your Lights the one that goes, all of your lights,
Yeah, it's literally just about domestic abuse. That's the full song.
Really?
If you read the lyrics, yeah, it's about domestic abuse. Because the album is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, so it's all about like it's like dark subjects, but it also has like this really grandiose, like hype up, like thematics. I mean, it's not completely true. I mean, Runaway's a rather sad song. Same with Blame Game. But almost every other song on there has like this grandiose. I mean, all of them do, but you know what I'm trying to say.
So he beat his wife, or his wife like beat him, or?
No, it's just the album is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, so it's just like
fantasy. He's just into that kind of stuff. I mean,
it's like he's imagining like his life as like one of the most like, popular celebrities ever, but it's also about like how corrupt it is.
Oh,
that's what like the song Power's about. People think that's about like, I mean, it's like the greatest like irony ever. It's like this song that people like get super pumped up hearing, and it's like because like the chord is all about having power, but it's also the song is a criticism of power. So it's a song built to pump you up, but it's also about how power is wrong and how it corrupts people and how people don't have the power to give up power.
I'm pretty sure Kanye West has done some very evil, fucked up shit in the past, but I'm glad he's like, at least he's like Christian or something.
Wanna know why I don't believe he went on Epstein Island?
Why?
Or like did any like weird shit like
Or
that?
you don't think he ever did adrenochrome or none of that weird stuff?
What's adrenochrome?
Oh boy, we'll be here for another hour if I get into that.
Just
Never
give me
mind.
a brief rundown, the briefest rundown possible.
Nah, if I give you the briefest rundown possible, you'll think I'm crazy.
How do you spell it? How do you spell it? Let me just Google it real quick.
I'll tell you after the podcast. How about that?
Alright, fine. The reason why I don't believe he's done any like fucked up shit like a lot of other celebrities probably have is I think he's just too unstable. I don't think any of them would ever let them near him. Because the man just doesn't think before he acts. He just acts. I love him, but he makes a fool out of himself a lot of the time. And he's hated by a lot of people. Kanye's like fucking going like millions of dollars in debt. He's saying like the reason why President Obama isn't as powerful as he could be is because he doesn't have Jewish connections.
He said that.
He's just out here saying all this crazy shit all the time. You know, he tries to run for president and he like goes like on this like first like campaign where he cries the whole time about abortion. He's just an unstable guy.
Or he could have ran for president to take away votes from another guy that he could support in the past.
Joe Biden. But yeah, the reason why I don't think he's done anything weird like that is I just don't think he would be able to like stay quiet about it.
True. But does he have kids?
Yeah, he has kids. I think he's like one of the only like famous people who I think is actually legit and is actually worth liking. I hate most like famous people, but I love Kanye.
Nice.
I think he's the real deal.
I'm glad you do. I've like messed up my relationship with famous people. I guess I just instinctively think that they're not good people.
I mean, most of them aren't, but I think there's always like an oddball like Kanye or somebody else who's like authentic that I can't think of. I don't know if you want to say Trump's authentic. I don't really think he is, but I guess you can make the argument he's more authentic than most celebrities.
Nah, he's done some pretty bad stuff to his supporters.
Oh yeah, he was on Epstein Island. Yeah.
I mean, I think
there's like a lot of...
I think he tried to sever his connections with Epstein after he found out all the bad stuff he did.
Yeah, but he was still connected to him, so that's like a really bad look.
I've seen like stuff about him like years ago before any of this came out. He realized how bad Epstein was and he cut off connections. He banned him from his hotels. And he like...
Oh yeah, he did do that.
Yeah.
He did do that. There is also a video of him saying, like, talk about Epstein positively, and he's like, yeah, he likes young girls, and so do I.
Yeah, that too.
I remember hearing one theory that what Epstein did was he would get celebrities with these young girls and, like, not tell them they were underage and then blackmail them. That was one theory.
Maybe half and half.
But I don't actually believe that too much. Then maybe you could argue that maybe Trump did see that this guy was a bad guy and he thought the young girls were just like 18 or 19 or whatever. I don't know. And I guess I really don't care too much. And Epstein was murdered. Most of those people got away for the most part. So.
Or his body double got murdered and he's still out there. Da-da-da.
Yeah, he could be in Cuba for all we know with Tupac.
Yeah.
Don't they think he went to Cuba or some shit?
I don't know. I've tried to stop getting down these deep rabbit holes because every time I come out a little more crazy.
Well, sometimes the rabbit holes are true.
Yeah, that's why I believe them. But like, regardless of if they're true, if like let's say you knew the world was flat, right? Mm-hmm. How would that benefit you, except for just everybody thinking you're a freak?
I would rather know the truth and be seen as a freak than like be an idiot and be seen as normal.
One last segment we got.
Yeah, let's get
for real.
For real.
Yep. After the song, we like to ask our guests to spill a secret, spill something that they want to get off their chest.
I think I already did that with Armageddon. That's the first time I ever talked about it because all my friends didn't want me to talk about it. Actually, put their Twitter in the description. Tell everybody that hashtag free Micheal Alberto.
Sure, yeah, let's do that.
Is there anything else I could think of?
Actually, good. I won't put their Twitter because then they can say like,
targeted harassment.
Yeah, I don't condone the harassment.
Okay, so when the episode releases, I'll pin like their Twitter or whatever on my Twitter account, and you got for like a day. You guys could go do that. Don't send anything crazy. Don't send anything crazy. Just like post free Micheal Alberto, nothing more, nothing less. I don't want like you guys to like send them some crazy shit, you know?
Yeah.
Just keep it off the
Yeah, no bombs, please.
Yeah, nothing that'd be considered illegal. Just free Micheal Alberto.
All right, yeah.
It's like Quacky. We're like Quackity HQ on Band Quacky.
Oh yeah, I used to watch Quackity. What happened to him?
He's like a dream SMP guy now. Watch my video on him. He's like one of the most popular internet celebrities in the planet right now.
Really?
Yeah. He has like 5 million subs or whatever.
Holy
He's one of the biggest Twitch streamers. Gets like 100,000 Twitch viewers. It's kind of sad because I loved his like edgy content.
Yeah.
Like he used to do like really racist jokes too.
I liked him a while ago too. Yeah.
It kind of sucks to see him. Like I understand kind of. It's disappointing, but like I understand why he would change his content to be more mainstream. Obviously, make more money, get more connections, do more cool stuff.
I mean, he's probably a millionaire now.
Oh, he definitely is. I don't know why the fuck he's still in Mexico.
What? He's in Mexico?
Yeah, he lives in Mexico.
Really?
I know he's still in the process. I think of like in college. I think he's trying to become a lawyer. Like at this point, like I kind of get when like YouTube, like you're only making like a normal living doing YouTube. Like yeah, it probably won't last forever, so you should probably get like a backup career just in case.
Oh yeah,
this guy must have like money like coming out the ass at this point. It's like why even just move to America, move to like Texas or whatever. You're so close to Mexico, so you can still go there. It's safer, it's nicer.
A part of me wants to say that anybody could do that, but you need to have like a lot of dedication to devote that much of your life to it.
I could never like. I have respect for Hassan in the aspect that I could never stream for like 14 hours a day.
True, yeah.
When I used to stream, I can only do it for like 1 or 2 hours. Like I'm probably exhausted, and we've only been talking for like an hour.
Yeah, no,
like 2 hours now, but yeah, hard work.
Hard work to talk. Anyways, yeah, thanks for coming on, man. You were a great guest. R.I.P. to Milky. Hopefully he gets better.
Let's hope.
How do I end this? Yeah, thanks for coming. You were great, etc. Oh yeah, guys, watch his videos. They're pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Skip to that part. Like, I'm gonna link the part where Milky compliments you. Just listen to that again. He came here to say your videos are good and then left. That's funny.
Yeah, poor guy. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
I've never gone through something like that, so it sucks to hear.
Are you dating someone right now?
No, I'm literally an incel. Like unironically.
Just this version?
Yeah. Unironic incel.
Well, hit me up. I could change this.